Hello, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm a little excited. I decided to go ahead and recreate a look from Jaclyn Hill that she created for her Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault collection from the Ring the Fire palette. Ring the Alarm palette. She had a look in the advertising for this collection on her Instagram, and actually they have the same look, I believe, in Ulta where they have the Morphe palette, this one. And I wanted to go ahead and try to recreate that look. I fell in love with that look. When I looked at her look and looked at the palette, I was like, yes, I'm buying that palette. I had to have it. And so today we're going to recreate that look using this beautiful palette. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, keep watching. So the first shade I'm going to go ahead and pick up and apply is going to be the shade Rush right up here, this kind of yellowy orange color, and I'm just going to take a Wet n Wild brush and I'm going to apply that right above the crease area as kind of like a little bit of a transition shade. Just working that up a little bit. I'm just like barely tapping it like a couple of times, like right on the tip, like just like very softly, because I want pigment but not like super too much pigment. Doing the same thing right above the crease. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead and with the same brush, I'm just going to kind of like wipe it off a little bit. With the same brush, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick up a little bit of this framed down here. It's like that deep purple color. And I'm just going to grab it very lightly, the same thing, like tap it in. And I'm going to start applying that like in the crease area and like above. You can see it's very, very pigmented, so just like start off really light, just barely any color, and then go in kind of like in layers. You don't want to get like too much in one spot and then be like, oh my god, what am I gonna do now? Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So just in the crease and then slightly above. I am kind of going a little bit like down in the outer corner right here, like dragging it a little bit. I hope you guys can see, like, it's super pigmented. And just keep going in little strokes. It's better if you hold your brush down towards the bottom so you have more control. That way you don't just like jab a whole bunch like in one spot and then it doesn't blend out, because that will not be fun to try to fix. Literally, you'll have to like take your whole eye off. I just hate when I do that. Like, really, I just spent all this time and now I gotta take my whole look away, right? No, who wants to do that? Okay. Keeping it up here. A little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to take a denser kind of brush. Sorry, not necessarily denser. It's like more fluffy but more flat. This is another Wet n Wild one, and I'm gonna just pick up the same pigment, the same color, and kind of like on a flat part, just like that, a little bit on there. And I'm gonna actually start to kind of like cover the lid a little bit more. Smooth that out a little bit. Okay. Sorry, just kicked my garbage can, guys. Alright. Now I'm going to take another Wet n Wild one. This is just a flat eyeshadow brush that's a lot more denser and not very fluffy. And I'm gonna just kind of spray it with some e.l.f. This is like makeup misting set. Just spray it a little bit. And then I'm going to just put it right into the shade Bomb Ass over here. Pick it up on the brush. Hopefully this works well. And I'm just going to lightly start kind of like tapping it on my eyelid area, just like back and forth. I added the mist and set just because it will make the color pop more. And when I'm applying it, since it's like a shimmery shade, like you'll have a lot less fallout than when you're just trying to apply it normally. I'm just gonna bring it actually up higher, like so. Actually into the crease a little bit. Okay. Alright, and I'm just gonna add a little more mist and set to the brush, kind of like tap it off on the tissue a little bit. And I'm gonna grab the same Bomb Ass for the other eye, obviously. Just start packing it on lightly. Does anybody else have a hard time doing their left eye? Like, I'm used to doing my right eye, but I feel like it's so much harder for me to like do my left eye. I have to like find special ways to move my arms and stuff. It's like kind of annoying. Anyways. Okay, just bring this up a little bit. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a smaller e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to take the shade Rush right here in Framed and kind of like just mix them a little bit together, and then I'm gonna apply it on my lower lash line. Same thing for this side. So since I think we're done with the shadow mostly, I'm gonna go ahead and take Bomb Ass on a smaller brush. I'm gonna go ahead and like apply some to my inner corner. Since we're going red, I'm gonna take this NYX eyeliner, and this one is Faux Blacks, and this one is called Ox Blood. It's technically, it says it's an inner eyeliner. I'm just gonna line my lower with this. But since we were going with more of a reddish eye look today, I might as well use a red eyeliner. Alright, done with that. So the final thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of the Champagne Pop, from the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. That's the highlighter that I'm using today, and I'm actually just going to apply that to my brow bone. So I'm just going to take Champagne Pop right over here and apply to my brow bone. You guys are probably like, how do you still have that palette? Well, when I use my palettes, especially expensive ones, I use very little. I don't dip my brush too hard in them or anything. I use very little so that it lasts me forever, and it still looks in great condition, as you can see. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and recreating Jaclyn Hill's look in her promo kind of picture that she took for her actual Morphe Jaclyn Hill collab, The Vault. This is the Ring the Fire alarm, and this is the kind of look that she had on her eye in her advertising for this particular palette. I tried to recreate it today. Hope you guys enjoyed doing that with me. Let me know in the comments down below if you have this palette or if you're gonna try to recreate the look that Jaclyn Hill had for the palette as well. And please do not forget to like and subscribe before leaving. It's greatly appreciated. I really appreciate your guys' support. Without you, I couldn't continue to do this. It is my hobby. I love doing it, and I love bringing you guys content. So please show me some love, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!